Hello everybody, my name is GizmoTurtle, and today I will be teaching you about NOX. Now, she is in my opinion very underrated, and the main factor for this is that her abilities or her kit has been changed so many times that I feel people kind of just gave up on her. Remember, that is my opinion on why she hasn't played that much. But to be honest, I am actually quite fond of her due to the fact that her kit is so peculiar unlike other glass cannons. Like, let's say Ra, where he only has to land his 1 and his ultimate to do most of the damage. Nox has to land all of her abilities to even get close to that. No, not get close, but to do a crazy amount of damage like she's supposed to do. Alright, but I'll talk about that later. For now, let's get into her kit. Her passive is called Flame of the Night. So Nox's candles gather energy from all the abilities that she hits on a target, right? For every ability Nox casts and hits on a target, a candle is lit. For every candle lit, Nox gains plus 3% magical power, and that stacks up to 4 times. However, when Nox takes damage, one of her candles is blown out. Now, this means that in lane you have to play very passive, because if you take damage from anything, a monster, minion, enemy god, you will lose stacks on your passive, forcing her to poke from afar just like her kit excels in. Next is her first ability, Shadow Lock, which is where Nox extends her shadow, rooting and crippling a single enemy god in place and dealing damage over time. Now Nox must channel during this ability, meaning she can't do any other abilities in order to maintain hold on the target, but she can cancel this ability early, and while channeling this ability, Nox suffers no directional movement penalty, similar to Medusa's passive. Nox's second ability is Siphon Darkness, where Nox creates a void of darkness that silences all enemies within, and after a short duration it explodes, dealing damage. So basically just a big circle that explodes after 2 seconds. Next is her third ability, Shadow Step. Nox dashes forward, dealing damage to all enemies she hits. If she hits an allied god, she leaps into their shadow, traveling with them. So meaning if she hits their body, she goes inside them. Crazy. When Nox exits a shadow, she deals damage again in a radius around her. Nox may cancel this ability early to exit the shadows. Finally is her last ability, aka her ultimate, Night Terror, where Nox unleashes a vortex of dark energy that explodes on contact with an enemy god, dealing damage to all enemies in a range of 20 and applying damage over time. Enemies hit are also weakened, dealing less damage for the duration. Or in simpler terms, she throws a huge ball that deals area damage, a DOT, and just for shits and giggles. It also makes people get hit by it do less damage. Oh yeah, and did I mention how far it goes? Look at the video. Now I will show you Nox's ability combos. And if you don't know what ability combo is, it's the corresponding order in which the abilities are most effective. So in Nox's case, her ability combo is where she would place her 2, Siphon Darkness, right under her enemy, so it silences them so they can't escape with abilities, and are therefore forced to waste actives if they want to escape. And as fast as possible, the Nox, she then has to use her 1, Shadow Lock, to guarantee that they don't escape from her 2's damage. And depending on who they are, they will be nearly, and if not already dead, and of course, they will try to get away if they're still alive. So similar to Janice's global ult, you're going to have to basically snipe them with your ult as they get away, and if it hits, they should be dead. Now let's assume that they call their friends to rotate and get you. Well, that's where your 3 comes into place, man, and that's how you can dash away as if nothing ever happened. So remember, 2, 1, 4, 3 for Nox. Now, unlike other gods, this is her only real combo, unless of course you wanted to initiate with her ult to lower your opponent's damage output. So in this case, it would be 4, 2, 1, 3. So it goes her ultimate first, then place your 2 under them, root 1 with your 1 to get your 2's damage off, and then escape with your 3. Now, I will show you the order in which to upgrade your abilities. So you're going to start by putting a point in your 2 for wave clear and helping the jungler with buffs. And second, put a point in your 1 so you can start poking your lane opponent with your 2-1 combo. And you're going to want to max your 2 as soon as possible. But like with most gods, your ultimate always takes priority, so put a point in that when given the chance. Second, you're going to want to max your 1 and lastly your 3. Now lastly, item builds. Now Nox is a burst mage who can keep on using the same high damage ability over and over again, similar to Scylla. Now for Conquest, where it is necessary for a starter item, the build goes as followed. Vampiric Shroud for some sustain and power in lane, and Lost Artifact for damage in MP5. Shoes of Focus for mana and cooldown reduction, or Shoes of Magi for some big damage early on. It is your choice between these two shoes, they both work fine. Next, buy Book of Thoth to start building stacks for a bunch of mana so you won't be mana hungry, and the passive where it converts 3% of mana into power. Now, finish Chronos Pendant Tier 1, which was the Lost Artifact, and fully upgrade into Chronos Pendant for MP5, power, and CDR. Now that you have finished your core build, you can build these last 3 items in whatever order you want. There is Spear of the Magus, which goes through tank's magic protections by so much. Then there is Bancroft's Helm with some life steal and another big source of power, and the passive that has it where the lower health you have, the more damage you do, making it good in low health situations. Lastly is Rob Tahuti, the granddaddy of power, by raising it by 25% and even giving you 125 magical power. An essential for any mage, really. Also, don't forget to sell your starter item whenever you feel is a good time to be able to afford the rest of your items. Now, for any other game mode like Arena, Siege, Assault, just don't buy the starter item and Tier 1 Chronos Pendant, please. I see this way too much. Now, remember, you never have to follow my build at all. It is just me trying to help. Well, this guide is coming to an end. I hope I've helped you guys out with Nox to the best of my abilities, and please comment, like, and subscribe for more. This is GizmoTurtle, and I am signing off.
Yo, my name's Gizmo. I like to make videos. When I make videos to get more info, sub on this Gizmo. If you like what you see, then comment, like, and subscribe to help out me.